Yo, what's up, team? Happy Wednesday. I hope that you guys enjoyed that training session. Here's your stretches for today. All right, guys, the first stretch that we're starting off with today is our twisted cross position. So we're going to start with our left arm fully extended out to the side of our body, and we're going to take that right arm and press it through the floor as we rotate away from the left shoulder. And from here, we're going to bring that right leg up and over the body and stretch out the front of that shoulder and pec for 2 minutes. Still hanging out here for a little while longer, team. Just trying to really open up the front side of that shoulder. Alright guys, we are going to swap sides now, so we'll slowly come up out of there. We're going to extend that right arm out nice and straight. Use that left arm to press that floor away, and we'll bring that left leg up and over our fully extended right leg. We're going to hang out here for 2 minutes, team. Guys, we're still hanging out here for a little while longer. As we relax more and more into the stretch, we can try and push that forward way a little bit more to try and load up the front of that pec. We still have a little while longer left to go. Alright guys, we are coming up out of that iron cross and getting into our thread the needle. So this, we're pushing our hips back towards our heels, extending our left arm out straight, and then we're threading that right arm underneath it as we try and drop that shoulder down towards the floor. We're just stretching out the back side of that shoulder now for 2 minutes. breath. We're relaxing a little bit deeper into this stretch. Still got a little while longer to go, team. Alright team, we are going to swap sides now. So that right arm should be fully extended out overhead. Then we're threading that left arm through and under with both palms pressed into the floor. Remember, we can turn that head in towards the arm that's fully extended and try and drop that shoulder down to the floor. We're going to hang out here for 2 minutes. Each exhalation, we're trying to drop that shoulder further and further towards that floor, just relaxing into this position a bit more, guys. We still have a little bit longer to go. Guys, we're going to come out of that thread the needle now and get into our down dog position. So with this, feet are going to be hip width apart, and then we are going to shoot those hips up to the sky and press actively through that floor. Now the whole time, I want you guys to try and focus on driving those heels down to the floor while keeping those legs fully locked out. We're going to hang out here for 2 minutes, team. We still got a little while longer left to go, team. I still want you guys to hang out, still think about pushing those heels down through the floor. I'm gonna hold out here for just a little while longer. guys, we're gonna come out of that down dog and get into our seated skin the cat. So with this, we're going to have those arms planted behind us with our fingers pointed across the room or to behind the room, and then what we're looking at doing is slowly scooting those hips away from the shoulders while still keeping that chest poked up and through. Should feel stretched through the front of the pec or down into that bicep. We're gonna hang out here for 2 minutes, team. We're still gonna hang out here for a little while longer, guys. If we need to, we can scoot those hips a little bit further away from the hands to load up that front of that pec and shoulder a bit more. Still got a little bit longer to go. Alright team, we're going to come out of that seated skin the cat pose and get into our saddle pose. So our knees or feet are going to be about hip width apart. From here, we're going to try and sit the butt towards those heels, rock back onto our hands, and then from here, guys, depending on how flexible we are, we can drop down to our elbows or onto our back on the floor, but we're just looking at stretching out the front of those quads for these 2 minutes. Still hanging out here for a little while longer, team. Just trying to relax a little bit further into that stretch. Alright guys, we're going to come out of that saddle pose and get into our pigeon stretch. So with this, we're going to stretch out the left side first. We'll have that left foot as close to perpendicular with the body as possible, extending that back leg out, and then we can stay up on our hands or drop to our elbows or extend our arms fully out in front of us. But we're going to hang out here for 2 minutes. So we stretch out our glutes and get into the lateral side of that hip and even down into that IT band a bit, team. still holding out here for a little while longer, guys. Just trying to relax further and further into that stretch. Alright guys, we're going to slowly come up over there, and then we are going to swap sides. So remember, we're trying to get that foot as close to perpendicular with the body as possible while we have that back leg extended out behind us. And then we can either hold this position by staying up on our hands, or we have the option of dropping to our elbows or fully extending those arms out in front of us. Either way, we're stretching out the outside of this hip, getting into our glute med and max, all that fun stuff. I'm gonna hang out here for 2 minutes. Still holding on for a little while longer, team. Remembering with each exhalation, we're relaxing further and further into the stretch. Alright guys, we're going to come up out of there and get into our child's pose. So our feet are going to be about hip width apart. We're pushing those hips back towards our heels, actively driving those palms through the floor. And with each exhalation, we're trying to drop that chest further and further to the floor. We're going to hang out here for 2 minutes. Still following that breath, team, so we're pushing that chest down each time that we exhale, getting further and further into that stretch. that is us for today, team. I hope that you have a whimsical rest of your Wednesday. See you tomorrow.